Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. First things first, I hope you can hear me okay, because over there's a big old digger doing some digging. They normally stop about 1 o'clock. I'm filming this at 20 past 1. Maybe he's getting in a bit of overtime, but it is slightly annoying. I have got my new sound deadening, whatever it is, microphone on, but I'm not even sure it's going to be enough to drown that out. Anyway, we'll go on. So this is the Ford Explorer. This is the premium spec. So if you watch my Ford Capri versus Explorer video I did a few months ago when I did it in the showroom, the red one I featured turned out to be a Select. I did wonder why it was missing a few bells and whistles, and that's because it was a Select. Later on in this video, I did actually manage to track down that exact vehicle. So I did do like a little 2-minute video around it, just showing you some of the differences between the premium and the Select, because it's all right for me to tell you about them, but sometimes it's better for you to see them in person. Since that video, Ford have changed things up a little bit in terms of the spec levels on the Explorer. So you may remember you had the Select, which was the entry-level one. You had then the premium, and then it went up to the premium all-wheel drive. So now the entry level is what they call the Style, which starts off around about £39,000, so keeping it under the sort of expensive car tax. But as soon as you choose a colour, it goes over £40,000. So for that, you're getting a 52 kilowatt battery, giving you a range of around about 233 miles and 170 brake horsepower. So bearing in mind it's probably nearly 2 tons, it's not going to feel very fast or very quick on the road. So that's just one thing to bear in mind with that little battery. In fairness though, just shy of 40 grand, you're still getting quite a lot of car, still getting quite a few bells and whistles on it. So that might be one to look out for. Up from the Style, you've then got the Select. So that's got a 374 mile range, thanks to it being the extended range version, and that's the only one that's available in the Select, giving you 286 brake horsepower and setting you back about £45,000. But that does, like I said, give you the 77 kilowatt battery. So that's more like it. You know, you're sort of looking about sort of £5,000 more, but you're getting a massive improvement in the range of around about 130 miles, and also nearly, well, not twice the brake horsepower, but certainly about 100 odd brake horsepower more. And then finally, you've got the premium version, which you can get either as a normal range, which gives you around about 221 miles of range. So it is a little bit less, or quite a lot less, than the standard one, but that's mainly due to the fact that it's got bigger wheels and a panoramic roof glass, so the weight is a lot more. You are only also getting 170 brake horsepower with the standard version, and that will set you back about £43,000. You then go up to the rear wheel drive with the extended range, giving you 354 miles. That's going to cost you about 50 grand, but does have 286 brake horsepower. And then finally, you've got the all-wheel drive extended range, giving you a compromise of 329 miles of range, 340 brake horsepower, a 79 kilowatt battery, and that will set you back £53,000. And that is the flagship model Explorer that you can get. So yeah, an awful lot of numbers there, and you might need to play it back slowly or pause it after each one. But I felt it was important to get all those numbers in, especially when it comes to electric cars, because they are highly dependable on the price as well as the range. So like I said, this is the premium. You can generally tell it's a premium above the Select and the Style because it's got the 20-inch wheels on it. It's also got the panoramic roof glass, which is a really nice feature to have. When I posted that original video, I assumed that the panoramic roof glass would give you less headroom, but in fact it does give you a little bit more. So if you have got a tall family, it might be worth paying the extra and getting the premium just to get you a couple of inches. As standard on all the range, it's got front parking sensors, and if we come round to the back, you also get rear parking sensors and a rear camera, which I know is sort of a staple nowadays in modern cars to have, you know, certainly rear parking sensors. It's nice to have front parking sensors as well, and it's a bonus to have a reverse camera. You can get what they call the driver's assistance pack. With that, you do get a 360-degree camera, a head-up display, and a few other little things as well, and that will set you back about £1,300. I quite like the premium as it is. It's hard to justify the extra money. It's nice to have the 360-degree camera, but yeah, it's a lot of money to fork out on top of an already 45, 46, up to £53,000 car. Same with the wheels. If you really want, you can get bigger wheels, 21-inch wheels. You can pick up for another £1,000, but bear in mind that is going to add more weight to the vehicle, giving you a decrease in the range. If we move inside the vehicle, again, being the premium, it's got the better seats in it. So I think they call these the full Centeco seats, if I'm saying that right. You'll see later on in the video when I show you that Select, the differences between the two. So these have got electric memory seats, but these have also got massage seats as well, which you do not get in the Select or the Style. Moving inside, this is all going to be very similar in all the Explorers. This particular one, again, being the premium, has got the B&O sound system. So this is a 10-speaker system compared to the 7-speaker system that you get in the Style and the Select, and that is not B&O. It's sort of Ford's own, dare I say. Handy glove box down here. Lots of rubbish in there, but quite a good size. You've got wireless charging down there, which again is definitely on the Select. I'll hold fire as to whether it's on the Style, because I couldn't see it on the spec list. It might have it. If I have a look in the meantime, I'll put it on screen, but definitely on the Select, and definitely obviously on this premium. This is the little stalk to change between the different drive modes. So you simply flick it forward to put it in drive and flick it back to put it in reverse. That's the Volkswagen side of things. So something I forgot to mention in the video, but I think I did touch upon it in my comparison video, is that the Ford Explorer is based on the ID4, or the Volkswagen ID4, and the Capri is based on the ID5. So yeah, Volkswagen has lent their electrical platform to Ford in order to produce the Explorer. If you saw my Puma Jenny video, which is the little Puma electric Ford have just launched, that is 100% Ford, so that is their own electrics. In here you've got this nice big screen here. It is all touch screen. There is a couple of buttons here that you can change, which is the volume here and to turn off the screen or not. I still find it difficult now, 2 years on, to work out how to turn the air conditioning on and off and so forth. So it does take a bit of getting used to, but it has all got everything that you're ever going to need there. It has got preconditioning. So one of the other things to bear in mind with the Explorer, because I know it's very important to people that are looking at electric cars, so none of the range come with a heat pump as standard. That is a £1,000 option at the factory. So yeah, if you really want a heat pump, you need to bear in mind that you're going to need to find another £1,000. And it is nice to have. I spoke to a lot of electric car owners, and they have said it's definitely worth getting. So just another thing to bear in mind. If we come out the back, I'll come and show you the boot. Well, actually, I'll show you, I'll do a little bit. I'll just show you the back, actually, because I do appreciate that when I did that comparison video, I was doing it in a showroom and the light probably wasn't the best. So think of this as a take two for the Explorer. So decent amount of leg room in the back. I'm quite short, so I've got the seat quite forward. But even so, you've got if I try and put the camera down here, you've got ample amount of leg room there. And like I said, in terms of headroom, hard to gauge off the camera, but if you're looking at one, get your tallest people to sit in the back. So this is a good sized boot. On the Premium, you do get electric tailgate. On the Starling Select, it is manual. In terms of boot size, it's around about, with the seats up, so as it is now, I believe it's 426 litres, and then with the seats down, you're gaining an extra 1,000 litres, something like that. So really good size boot. Some room there for cabling as well, and also a few little bits on there. But yeah, not a bad size boot. If you're looking to get an even bigger boot from Ford, you are going to go and have a look at the Capri, which is certainly longer, so you're going to get a bit more room in the back as well. But yeah, all in all, I really like the Explorer. It's a difficult one to call. If I had the money, which one would I get? I was looking at the spec list. I mean, even on the Style for £39,000, you are still getting, you know, quite a lot of kit on there. And I think in fairness, 233 miles may not seem like a lot, but there's charging stations everywhere now, and obviously you've got the option to have home charging put in. I think Ford are even, I think they've done a deal with Octopus where it's only now £10 or £20 to have a electric point put in at your home, providing you've got a driveway and it's so many distance away from the curb or from the pavement, something like that. Or even the Select with the extended range of 374 miles. If you really are, you've got range anxiety, but then you're talking an extra sort of £4,000 or £5,000. So yeah, like I always say, horses for courses. I was looking at Kia EV9s this morning, just trying to get some comparison, and they were starting off at £65,000. So I'm sort of quite old school. So although I think sort of 40 grand for electric cars quite expensive, and you know, don't get me wrong, there are cheaper electric cars out there. When you're looking at Kias and so forth that are sort of starting off at 65 grand, it does make this Explorer seem a bit of a bargain. Incidentally, this is the Explorer that I featured in my Capri vs Explorer video that I did a few months ago. So I thought, as well as telling you the differences between the Premium and the Select, I'd also show you. So this, as we found out on the first video, is actually the Select. You can generally tell that by two things. One, it's got the 19-inch alloy wheels as opposed to the 20-inch ones you get on the Premium. And also, it hasn't got a panoramic roof glass, which is also standard on the Premium. Other than that, it's much the same. If I come back around here, so even on the Select models, you've got front parking sensors. If we come round the back, you've also got rear parking sensors and a reverse camera as well. The only other difference really between the Select and the Premium is, this being the Select, you get what I think they call the half Centeco seats. I think that's what they call them. I'll put it on the screen. So the Premium has the full Centeco, which are a completely different design and probably a lot more comfortable. You do get memory seats and electric seats, but they're not massage seats, which I believe they are on the Premium. You do get wireless charger for your phone, excuse the mess, but you don't, being the Select, get the B&O sound system that you get in the Premium. So this is a 7-speaker setup as opposed to the 10-speaker setup in the Premium. So yeah, didn't want to drag on too much with showing you the differences, just as a bit easier to show you as opposed to just telling you. Yeah, let's head back to the Premium. But apart from that, let me know what you think of it in the comments below. Let me know if you've got one, if you've got any niggles with it. Let me know down in the comments below and I'll see if I can answer them and find out for you. But apart from that, hope you enjoyed the video. Take care of yourself and I'll catch you soon on Content Cars.